and gold at the IBA World Youth Championships last year. So as I said, this is an enticing matchup between these two.
Your judges for this contest come from Colombia, Kazakhstan, Romania, Armenia and Sri Lanka.
So Akmaljon ISROILOV boxing out of that blue corner across the ring. Advancing towards him now in the red is Robert McNulty.
Round one.
So orthodox fighter in McNulty, southpaw in ISROILOV. High held guard there from McNulty. Just a little dip of the knees from the Scot. Let's go with the right hand. He was short with it. Right to the body was a good punch there from ISROILOV. You could feel the impact that it got. Right hand there from McNulty. Found the target. ISROILOV, though, gets his feet in nice and tight. Bangs away to the body. And again goes with the left hand to the body. And then switches up to the head, ISROILOV. Good jab there from McNulty. I think mainly taken on the gloves. Nice uppercut from McNulty. Good quality contest this so far, a minute in. It's what we expected. Combination there from ISROILOV, but the defence was good from McNulty. The gloves were up. Guard was pretty tight. Right hand to the body there from McNulty. Just dipped his knees. Found the space for it. Left to the body from the Scot. Right to the body from ISROILOV. He then just manages to thread a straight left hand through the middle. Referee just telling him to keep the punches up. That was pretty much bang on the belt line, I would say. Good combination there from ISROILOV coming off the ropes into the final minute of round one. Came off with the top of the front foot a little bit there, ISROILOV, as he came in. He pulled back to the ropes there, McNulty, but just couldn't quite find something as ISROILOV was coming forward, because for once he didn't really quite have his balance there. That's a good attack to finish the round there from ISROILOV. A little bit of a wry grin almost from McNulty. Went down to the body, ISROILOV, and then switched it up to the head. And it's the Uzbek fighter, you would say, who's done the better work in that opening round.
Seconds out.
And this is ISROILOV who's got it, a clean sweep. So McNulty needs to find something in this second round now.
Round two.
He comes out with the 1-2. That's a good right hand there from ISROILOV. He really pursued McNulty across the ring there. McNulty turns him and half throws him through the ropes. That might have angered ISROILOV slightly, but McNulty was getting chased across the ring there. I think he felt like he pulled it out of distance and got caught with the right hand, which I think maybe just irritated him slightly. And he's looking to hold his feet and let his hands go here. And I don't think ISROILOV will mind that. That's the second time, I think, that the referee has had a quick word with him about the punches just straying a little bit low. Good left to the body there from McNulty, and ISROILOV responds with a barrage up top. And both of them finding some good body shots, and then ISROILOV going up to the head, and McNulty does exactly the same thing into the final minute of round two. And I find that this kind of range is suiting McNulty more than the kind of fight we've seen previously. It's pretty much give and take in there on the inside. I think ISROILOV is still probably having the better of it, but it's very, very good to watch. And again there, just as he feels like he's pulled out of range, he wasn't quite, McNulty, and then ISROILOV was able to step in and just let his hands go, and he gets through again with a couple of right hands, and he's beginning to make a bit of an impact here towards the end of the round, the Uzbek. He's not showing any signs of really suffering from it, McNulty, to be honest. He's taking it fine, but that was a good combination from him himself, but it was pretty well defended by ISROILOV. And ISROILOV just looking to finish the round strong here. Well, good round, that, really good round. Very good entertainment. And this is really good level stuff, as we thought it would be, as we knew it would be, given the ability level and the reputation of these two. But again, I think you look at it and the greater percentage of quality punching came from ISROILOV. McNulty is absolutely having his say in there, but I think he's going to find himself 2 rounds down. And that is indeed the case. So he's got it all to do in this final round here, the man from Renfrew. Trying to let his hands go on the inside there, but McNulty gets through with the left. And he knows he's got to really bring it in this final round. Good work at close quarters there from ISROILOV. That left hand getting through a couple of times. McNulty replies with some good body work. Sets his feet there, McNulty, and just lets the punches go. And these two just circling around each other, turning around each other, centre ring. Such a good fight to watch this. Clean fight too. The referees hardly had to get involved at all. Just hanging on the ropes there. McNulty waiting for the opportunity. Left hand up top got through there from ISROILOV. They're both having their successes. This is a terrific round in terms of the quality. It's really evenly matched as well midway through it. And the Scottish corner just trying to G McNulty up. They're telling them ISROILOV is running low on gas here. I'm not too sure about that, but they just need to do what they need to do to try and light a fire under their man. A right hand got through there from ISROILOV, but I think he probably is feeling this a bit actually. McNulty's really bringing it here. Both of them just eating up right hands from the other there. Final minute, and I think they're equally glad to get a little bit of a breather as they lean on each other's shoulders, and then ISROILOV just pushes McNulty off him and they get straight back down to it. Now, guards worked pretty well for McNulty tonight, you have to say, because we've seen punches ricochet off it, we've seen some ricochet through the guard. Again there, it's usually the third or fourth punch in the combination from ISROILOV that gets through. Good uppercut on the inside there from McNulty. ISROILOV steps into a 1-2. This is probably the best round that we've seen in this ring, maybe over the course of the 2 days, actually, that we've been here so far. Final 10 seconds. Crunching left hand there from ISROILOV. McNulty, though, not about to take a backward step. And these two just punching with precision and power right until the very end. Well, that was a good fight to watch. We know that it's going to go ISROILOV's way because he was 2 rounds up through the first 2, and he may well get that third one, but there wasn't too much in it. But it was good stuff from 2 really good fighters right from the off. ISROILOV is going to take some beating. He is going to take some beating. I think we knew that before the competition started. But it's one of those fights where McNulty, I think, probably won't get anything on the scorecards. But as I said earlier, that's just how boxing is scored. It can be harsh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, representing Uzbekistan, Akmaljon ISROILOV.
So there are the scores. There was a 10-8 in the final round there from the judge from Kazakhstan. Everything else was a 10-9. So, as I say, over the course of the 3 rounds, Robert McNulty literally got nothing from any of the judges. But that doesn't tell the story, because you just look at that, they're setting their feet, they're digging their toes in. And I was going to say at the end there that they were, you know, swinging right to the end, but they weren't just swinging. That was the point. There was a high level of technical ability on show there.